already shared a little bit. But,
Yeah.
Wait, you said it was gonna be on camera.
You're not on camera, just me.
I can't even see you.
She's actually working on her master's degree. She's in graduate school for her library degree, library and information studies. So this is a class project for her.
Nice.
All right.
You know, like you guys do
But-
class projects?
The benefit is she's going to tell you about some good books, and then she's going to leave them behind, and we're going to draw for winners. She might get a book out of this. All right.
You know, to
Take it
read
away,
over
Miss
the spring
Clark.
break.
No.
Something to read.
You come in here and read all the time. Don't shake your head.
All right, guys, let me get started. I am Christine Clark. I am a media specialist at Tuckasegee Elementary. So it's the school right by the airport. So a little bit of a hike from here. My son does go to Bain Elementary. So I live close to here, but work further out there. So I work with kindergarten through fifth graders all day. It's a little bit of a-
in their meal,
It's about the same, right, guys?
It's about the same, right? Same reading levels? No, not at all.
I meant mental
Yeah, not
levels.
at all.
Mental
We're
levels.
not going to do Dr. Seuss books, right?
you know?
We could.
I mean, that's my favorite.
Yeah. So for my young adult literature class, I have to do a book talk for teenagers. Your media specialist and I decided on the topic of dating violence, hence the roses are red, bruises are blue, and ways to avoid that, and then books about dating violence. It is a big problem, actually. The CDC states that roughly 1.5 million high school boys and girls admit to being physically injured or physically injuring another person while they're dating. So it is a big problem. It isn't not necessarily for y'all, but it is a big problem, and you might know somebody that has that problem, or knows somebody, you know, a friend or even a relative that's in that situation. So on your handout, there also are some resources. If you or you know somebody that needs a little bit of guidance, needs a little bit of help, or needs to tell somebody and kind of get out of the relationship. There's 3 different kinds of book talks you can do. The first is the first person, then a narrative, and then just reading excerpts from the books. And I'm going to kind of mix it up and do a little bit of each. On your handout, the book talks are in order on the left of the books that I'm going to just very briefly tell you just a little bit about them. And like she said, I'll leave them behind, so you guys, if they're not here, you'll get to win them. And you have a few of them in your library already. They're all popular books. The first one is going to be But I Love Him by Amanda Grace. Did you read Bitter End? Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of them are good books. They're not. They're, you know, you've never heard of any of them? That's all right. Well, good. That's a good thing. So you'll get to hear of them. Get to hear of them. So, no, I don't think there's a movie about any of these. Though there are a lot of Lifetime books about teenage violence. So, But I Love Him. Hi, my name is Anne, and as I lie in pieces on the floor, 100 different things surround me. Shards of a destroyed wooden jewelry box, some cracked CDs, a few ripped books, a shredded picture of Connor and me. I think my insides must look like I do, all churned up and cracked and unrecognizable. All I feel is pain, one big wave of it crashing over me again and again. How did we get here? I wanted to be like I thought it would be when we met. Like I thought it was going to be the first time that I said those 3 words and realized I meant them. But people don't change because you want them to. The only one who changes is me. And I have to decide who I love more, me or Connor. So, just like Anne, Alex has fallen for a boy, and she has to choose who she loves more, herself or the boy. So Bitter End by Jennifer Brown. Let's do this one. I like tutoring, especially tutoring Zach. Zach was a great stress reliever, Kirby jokes included. But I had a new kid to tutor. He's transferred over from Time 8. Just needs some catching up to do, the coach said. He shook his hand with a shake. My name's Cole. When I put my hand in his, it felt warm and strong and comfortable. He lowered his guitar into my lap carefully, winding the strap around my shoulders, then grabbed my hands with his and positioned them on the string. To his friends, popular and handsome, 16-year-old Nick Andreas has led a charmed life. But the guys in Nick's anger management class are different. So does his ex-girlfriend Caitlin. Nick ends up being the victim of more than his father's anger, and he becomes angry himself. He only hit his girlfriend once. It's once too many times. That's breathing underwater by accident. This book has a very strong female character who fights back. So, I am Sazad. Some call me arrogant, but I call it cool. First thing first, I am 17. And I'm grown and have been for a long time. Amin only yoked me up once or twice. Okay, maybe he just slightly mushed me. But still, there are times when I did defend myself. I'm not weak, like my mother. I hadn't heard from Amin in 3 days, and I swear I could do nothing without crying. I swung on Amin like crazy, punched him, kicked him, lost control. I heard Courtney and Asasha say something about get off of me or something. And then I felt Amin's fist slam to the side of my face and knock me off my bar stool. Just when I thought life had punished me enough, here came a new chapter to overcome. She fights back, but he does too. So this is Teenage Love Affair by Mimi Simone. And if anyone knows about starting a new chapter in life, it's Clara. Clara runs. Her father takes her away from the situation because hers gets a little too extreme. Everything has changed, and everything would stay changed because that's what happens when fear gets out. Claire's relationship with Christian is intense from the start, and nothing like she's ever experienced before. So what starts as devotion quickly becomes obsession. Christian and I were the kind of couple people start thinking of as one person. Well, no. Our names came together when anyone spoke about either of us. Christian and Claire. Christian and Claire. Christian and Claire. And the more he was afraid of losing me, the more paranoid he got, and the more he feared that I would leave him. And what a shame it was. It was also needless because I loved him. The only one who changed was Christian. Are you wearing that? I guess I am, since I have it on. I can see your nipples. Take it off. It's hard to stand up for yourself when you're burned with shame. I've heard that people stay in bad situations because a relationship like that gets turned up by degrees. It is said that a frog will jump out of a pot of boiling water. They'll place him in a pot and turn it up a little at a time, and he'll stay till it's boiled to death. Us frogs understand. Her father takes frogs. Last one. It's not always the boyfriend that's the abuser. Sometimes it is the girl. Shattered by Sarah Harvey. I am March. That's her name. I have a perfect life. Beauty, popularity, a great job, a loving family, hot boyfriend. But it was close to midnight when I went to a party. It was at Pam's place. I had to work late. I slipped in the side gate and onto the back deck where the hot tub is. Tyler loves the hot tub. So do I, so I pulled the dress off my head, kicked off my flip-flops, and slipped into the night. And that's when I saw a slutty 10th grader named Carla riding on my boyfriend's lap in the hot tub. She was naked. So was he. I felt strong, angry, angrier than I've ever been. His bare, wet chest collided with my palms, and I shoved him hard. Timber, I yelled as he fell backwards. I knelt down to make sure that he had a pulse, and I stood up, put my dress on, flip-flops on, and I used myself to call for an ambulance. I didn't give my name, and I didn't wait for the ambulance to come. turned the key in the ignition and drove off as I heard the siren. And then the ambulance passed me, its lights burning, my eyes on my tears. Does he wake up? So guys, that is the book talk. Roses are red, forget when bruises are blue. The additional resources are right here. If you know anybody or you yourself are in a situation like this, you do have books in your library that are very similar to the same characters. These books we'll be giving away. You sign your name and put them in. We're going to draw. We'll give them away to you guys because I've done my book talks. That's about it. There's additional books. Hope you guys like your book talk and enjoyed it. I'll take a few of you. Not everybody has to do it, but if you'll fill out a little review just so I can turn it into my professor. Thanks very much.
Now I write that nice.
Perfect timing.
If you three that
Thanks, guys. Thanks for